top 25 flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. The Horned Frogs have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Maryland's offense will take the field first. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game, because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live, so he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
Hey, get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. All right, guys, let's talk a little Maryland. You start the season, top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter, right?
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will go to work for the first time. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
Now facing a third and long. To the air, it's Holstein. Looking left. Got him downfield. Spins away from the defense. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Horned Frogs line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU! They're on the board first here in the season opener. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. With the catch, it's Courtney. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The short hands, it's Courtney. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Nice move to keep running. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Payne. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The Horned Frogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Complete to start this drive. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The DBs will back off a bit. Looking downfield, it's Church. Got it behind the line. It's Ray. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
2nd down.
That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he's still running after the move. brought down for the tackle.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll keep it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Looking deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, TCU! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Corners are going to bail. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. To the air, it's Church. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man all by himself. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Horned Frogs are on the move. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Church. A strike downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Open field on the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Man, football, there's so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry.
Hey, pick it off, and this defense a much-needed play.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Throws to the tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, there's the trust this quarterback has in his guy, right? He knows he's going to give him an opportunity in critical down and distances. 3rd down, find your best matchup because you know he can make the catch, he can get his feet in bounds, keep the drive moving.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Terrapins will have it 1st and 10.
Hey, 27, jump!
From the gun, the ground game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The play-action fake. Gets it out quickly. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They're going to run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Back to pass, it's Church. Gets it to the back. Looking for the end zone. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. He'll set up to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
We needed that. They needed to play punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Kent State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up 14 over Notre Dame. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the back. Got enough for the first down. Turns it on in midfield. Racing to the right. He's at the touchdown, TCU. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Might as well give it to him again. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Holstein. Caught near the sticks, it's Brown. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have just, it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just...
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is a... what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They'll go to the counter. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
Caught near the sticks. It's Courtney. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Catch in the middle, it's Courtney. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes it.
Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Dropping back, it's Church. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Terrapins will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to the air. Intercepted to stop the threat. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, TCU! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to pass. It's Church. It's complete to the left. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. We've reached a break, and TCU is holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So first down will open up the final period. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Quarterback on the keeper. Sweet cut there.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a crease to the left. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
There's the pressure. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Terrapins back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Hamilton. Makes the grab over the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Terrapins! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Ole Miss. Just another week of college.
Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Horned Frogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Got room to work. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean,